Star Wars does not excite me. It's not my thing. However, in this trailer,
I think you're wrong
blew
for
my
that.
mind. Blew my mind.
Yeah, it
Blew my
was some
mind.
crazy stuff.
Insane the stuff they had there, and there was a couple shots of R5 sitting in the M1
Yeah,
with
which is
Mando
interesting.
and Grogu, which
Right.
was pretty funny to see. Um,
Yeah. Mando
so
trailer, that blew me
amazing.
away. And we also
Oh,
got
Wrecked
to
Mandalore.
yes,
Wrecked
yeah, that was pretty
Mandalore.
cool.
Blown up Sundari.
Blown up
Yeah.
Mandal. Yep.
Right.
Trying to think.
I mean, there's a lot.
No Moff Gideon.
A
Nope,
lot
he
of,
wasn't in there.
but
We did see Dr. Pershing though.
yeah,
Not just
you saw a lot of
Pershing.
Pershing and Moff Gideon's lieutenant who got shot
Right.
last season. Who I thought she died, but played by Katie O'Brien,
Mhm.
who was at Celebration, who's clearly going to have a much larger role in this season, is like breaking out Dr. Pershing. They're sneaking through a New Republic prison, like clearly going to get Moff Gideon, and Giancarlo Esposito
Be like
talked about
might
a
be like
prison
a side
break.
episode
Right.
there.
But then they
Maybe.
also show a bunch of Star Destroyers in dry dock, which
Right.
Yeah.
which
Well,
means
in a spot that we suspected to be Coruscant, but wasn't sure, and
well, they have developed a lot of Coruscant assets for Andor, so it would make sense to reuse them. But they also
reuse
have the Corellia assets from Solo, so it could be either or. Definitely an urban planet of some kind with a lot of Star Destroyers docked, much like how you see in
Agreed.
Episode 3 with the Venators. It looks like that. So, but of Dr. Pershing and this other character, unnamed Imperial officer, looking over them. So it's sort of alluding to maybe First Order. Giancarlo Esposito is talking about how he's a warden and he's interacting with other wardens this season and coming up against other powers in the Outer Rim. I'm like, okay, what does that mean?
Mhm.
But there's a lot of dogfighting. You see a ship that looks like the same model as the Eclipse, but much smaller, which is Palpatine's Super Star Destroyer from
Right.
Legends.
Yeah.
Very, very, spooky, cool stuff.
Babu Frick.
Babu Frick.
Yep. Navarro's
This
looking good.
season will have sequel stuff.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Make him be happy.
Right.
Yeah.
But so I think even more unexpectedly than seeing like an entire Mando trailer.
It was like 4 minutes too. It was a long
that was
ass
huge.
trailer.
A long trailer.
We got a special look at Ahsoka. Like
Which
a little
was
minor teaser.
which I did not think was gonna happen because
No, I didn't.
they literally
Nope.
have been shooting for 2 weeks at the time.
3 weeks.
Yeah.
3 weeks at the time.
Right. So I don't even know
And
how many of these shots are actually going to be in the show, or how many were just made for this
And this
little
was
celebration
the thing that we saw was only after 8 days.
Right. But it was very cool.
We didn't think Rosario was gonna come out, but she did, and
Right.
like literally she was filming like the night before.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
like, she
On
just
that
got
day.
off set. That did well, yeah. But which was insane. So that was a big surprise. I mean, we were all expecting it, but like it was still cool to see.
Right.
Ahsoka trailer, again, minor teaser, but some
So
shots of
good, though.
Ahsoka, longer Laiku, and Montrose. So we love that. It's so that's good at least. We
I
got
feel
that.
like the
It looks
Hera,
good.
seeing Hera.
Yeah, we saw the back
Hera,
of Hera.
and I was gonna get to that. Yeah, so we see some Rebels characters. So we got Hera in there, which was we only saw the back of her. She was walking with Ahsoka.
But
Jason Syndulla's hand.
We don't know for sure, but I theorized that it was
It's
Jason
like
Syndulla, and
it's pretty.
It probably is, right? I mean,
I
it's a
don't
person
know
using
who
the
else
Force.
yeah.
Like, yeah, I would assume so.
I would assume so as well. But so that was cool to see. It was just his hand, so we didn't see him. But
the nails were painted, which indicated to me that it was him.
Yeah.
That's what I
a lot of
Hu Yang
was that
Hu
the
Yang
interior
was in
of
there
the first ship?
Yeah, it was the interior of the T6 shuttle from Clone Wars, which is really cool to see in live action.
Right.
Yeah. Hu Yang from the
right. Yeah.
Arc,
the
arc in Clone Wars, so bizarre. Like this weekend
he's the lightsaber droid from Clone Wars from the youngling arc.
Voiced by David Tennant. Won an Emmy for that performance.
For that episode?
Yep, that episode won an Emmy. For best guest star in an animated. Yeah,
it's interesting.
David Tennant won an award for that performance, which I always find to be interesting factoid. That's
good
true.
Good episode, but okay.
Not award winning. I know, right? It's very
bizarre.
I think it's just because David Tennant, and people were like, "Oh, David Tennant in this kids show? Very cool, very cool."
Right.
And then they gave him an award.
Great.
Anyway, he was in it, which was, I think, leads to the fact you see a lot of temples. Her looking through just old looking stuff. So it seems
I
like
got my
maybe she's
theories.
the plot of the show, because obviously she's gonna try and find Ezra and Thrawn, but
That's gonna be the kind of
also a sort of
leading factor.
Luke-esque post Return of the Jedi, searching for herself in the Force, for understanding the Force to try and get to Ezra, to try and find him maybe through the Force, because he got taken away
Yep.
via the Purrgil. And so all that looked really, really cool. Dave Filoni also mentioned at Celebration how he knows how and when Luke and Ahsoka met. He made
Yep.
that story and just hasn't
Yep.
had time to tell it yet. And I really want to see that because
We all do.
we all do.
We all
'Cause
do.
he talked about on Book of Boba Fett how he's like, oh well, to make this work, I had to work out how they knew each other, and so I know that. I just haven't said
Right.
it.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh Dave,
Yeah.
tell us please. So that's really cool.
Yeah, that would be great. And
Ahsoka
then
trailer,
the final shot was the
Sabine,
mule
yeah.
from Rebels.
Yeah.
Like fully translated, same style and whatnot. And then Sabine's walking in front of it. You just see the back of her head, but
Yeah.
it was Sabine, dude.
That was huge
So-
stuff. I just didn't expect to see any Ahsoka. I knew they'd talk about it, but I just maybe
Yeah,
a
no,
picture
no.
or two. But no, we got a full little.
And
Real.
then Chopper came out on stage,
That was cool.
which was
Yeah.
cool as well.
Brent lost his mind about that. It's very funny.
Brent lost his mind. I lost my mind.
Yeah.
For-
You lost your mind, but then you kind of caught yourself. You're like,
Yeah, I
oh,
was
that's not
just-
that crazy.
Well, I thought people were coming out with
yeah,
Chopper.
yeah. Yeah,
I
know
thought
what
it
you
was gonna be
mean. Right, because that opened the door to like
Ezra.
Rebel stuff. Yeah, I did too. Which
It
I
is
mean,
still cool that is the screen used Chopper thing.
That
They're
yeah, so
Yeah,
filming
that
it
was
Chopper
right
came
now.
out.
Yeah,
And it looks great, obviously. So
I mentioned Brent because Brent was pointing out all the differences of the way it was articulated, and because he's able to tell that stuff because he's a droid builder, and he was able to see that this droid was it was a screen one because of how actually like mechanically robust it was and able to move on stage, whereas most of the ones that people build that they had rolling around are pretty static. They make the noises, but the actual head can't move. It's not on its own. And this one was fully articulated like it was an animated show, and that was pretty cool.
yeah, it was cool.
Any
was
day,
very cool
we
to
are
see.
an hour 20 into this podcast right now. This is gonna be a long one. But anything else for this panel?
I mean, they had Grogu when they pulled Grogu out. We already saw the photo.
Grogu
Yeah,
came
that was good
out.
stuff. Yeah.
Well,
Was
here's
cool.
there's all of them with Grogu.
We also saw Star Wars only.
We
later
did.
that day.
Yeah, that was
did see
good to see him. We walked
Yeah.
out of the convention for some
You
reason.
know what he
and
looks
we had to
like.
look around. Yeah, and you
Everybody.
guys will never know.
They'll
He's
never
a
know.
stud.
It was funny because
He is a
we're
stud.
like we don't even
I don't
know
know
what to
why
look
he
for.
doesn't show his face. He's like just fully like a 10. He's a stud, dude.
We knew we were meeting up with him. We
I
were
don't
like,
know.
we don't even know what to look for. And then some guy walks up to us. I didn't see him. He's like, fuck you, fuck you,
No.
fuck you. It's like, oh, okay.
It
That
came
must
in
be
hot,
Star Wars
but we love
only.
him.
He did.
So that was pretty much trying to think. So day
Well, no,
3.
Tales of the Jedi.
Tales of the Jedi was that same day. You're right. It
Yeah.
was.
That
And,
was awesome. And we got I mean, we learned it's very much a Dave Filoni centric
Look at that.
show.
They showed this. Might have showed that.
I don't know if this information is out there really, but Dave
Yeah.
explained to us because he's so busy now with live action stuff.
Yeah.
He has to fly from San Francisco to LA a lot, and
Mhm.
essentially on the plane rides, he was just writing stories, and eventually he pitched it, or not even pitched it. He was just passing it through. I think Kiri Hart, who came up a lot. Like shout out to all the we met a lot of producers and met in the sense that like, they got introduced to us. Like they kept bringing them up and showed up at the panels, which people you don't usually see.
Which I'm glad they did.
And Dave kept talking about that process, and it was cool to see these people. And essentially, he just written all these stories, little shorts. They didn't really know what to do with them, and then they were like, "Listen, man, like we're making the Bad Batch season 2. We're playing with this engine already. Do you want to just run these through essentially the same production timeline and make this little short show?" He's like, "Damn right I do." So it's his brainchild.
It's his baby. Yeah.
Little shorts. It's cool.
Yeah.
So it's 6 episodes. 3 and 3. 3 about Ahsoka, 3 about Dooku and Qui-Gon.
I am disappointed about that though.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
It's a weird title to give
because Tales of the Jedi is already a thing.
Yeah.
And
I thought this would just be like an anthology
not
series.
like that.
Each episode have its own.
That's what we all thought,
short
but I mean,
story.
I'm not well, okay. Maybe I'm disappointed in the fact that it's just 2 stories, but the 2 stories
Yeah,
that we're getting,
Cool.
much
it's
looking
big
forward
stuff.
to.
Yeah, is Ahsoka necessary? I don't
No,
know. We're getting her own show.
Mm,
I'm gonna say a hard no. I don't
Yeah,
think we need more Ahsoka.
we are going to see Obi-Wan in the Clone Wars armor with the
yeah.
mullet. Looks goated. Looks so good.
But we
So
got a
good.
lot of special looks at that, and we
Clone
actually
Wars
got to
armor, Anakin too.
watch an entire episode, the first
Yeah,
episode, in fact, of this,
we watched the
which
show.
was
We almost watched more. I swear, dude. I think we. I really do think we were. I really do think we were
Because
this close to watching
people
another
were
one.
fighting. They were like,
yeah,
"Show
yeah, yeah,
another one."
right,
And he really was like, what if I
yeah.
do?
But it was basically just it was about we saw Ahsoka's birth, which is something
Yeah,
we didn't need, but it was cool, and it was something I never thought we would see. And
We have this
it's
character
I don't know. I
Ahsoka.
don't want to spoil anything because it's a show that is coming out, but it is
it
about
looked
Ahsoka and
great.
her
It
mother and
looked
her
great.
family, and
It
it's
was
cool.
lovely.
I don't know.
Cute
There's only so many
story.
times that I can clap for Ahsoka at a panel. Like at this point, she will probably be the most well documented Star Wars character
Yeah, yeah, honestly,
in canon's history.
right,
In terms of on screen content, like
yeah,
Yeah.
this character has so much. We literally saw her get born, dude.
Well,
right.
you can
No,
say that about
don't say
Luke.
well.
You can say that about Luke
I know,
and
but he was
Leia.
the main. He was like the main character of the first movie.
No, I know. I get it.
You
I get
never
it.
thought like I don't know.
I get
I
it.
think this is a little bit different. You're right. You do see Luke get born, and then the movie ends. This is here's Luke getting born. Now watch her grow up as a teenager. Then watch
Yeah.
her as an
You can
adult.
argue that
Then
that's
you're
happening in Kenobi now. Whatever. We don't need to get into this debate.
That's not happening Kenobi right now, but
that's not.
I know what you mean.
Um,
I'm
but
just talking
anyway,
about
so
raw
it was.
screen time. I understand that's. Hold on. I understand that other characters have that kind of development. I'm just saying in terms of the amount of time we spend in each of those moments
Yes.
is dramatically longer with Ahsoka.
Right.
But no, it was great. It looked great. But I mean, Filoni warned us that pretty much all the other episodes are very dark.
It's gonna get
Oh,
dark.
there
Yeah.
are
Which,
some dark ones. He does that all
Yeah,
the most.
yeah. But I mean, when you're dealing with Dooku, he kept being. He's like, you know how this ends. It's not good. It's not gonna be,
not
happy.
gonna be a good
So it's
ending.
yeah.
So,
Right.
but it was great. It was a great panel.
Yeah.
It was very cool. And obviously the Clone Wars style has never looked better. So
The trailer
Right.
was
Oh yeah.
sick.
The animation was beautiful.
it was cool.
The trailer was
And
so good.
we went on to the celebration stage after that. Rosario and
Yeah, that
Natasha
was
came out.
awesome. Yeah.
So that was
And
cool.
they had a great chemistry.
Yeah, no, they were
Rosario and Natasha. Yeah.
very
I'm
good.
so excited for their
Very much
characters.
looking forward to it. I'm not sure if they, and obviously they couldn't really see anything too big. I don't know why I didn't have the pictures pulled up, but Giancarlo came out after that. He was great. Dude, that man talks like a president. Like he
Yeah,
was like,
he
if
was
you
giving his
guys can, there's
presidential
a clip
speech.
on YouTube, like they highlighted it on the Star Wars channel. But man went on like a speech. I don't even think I think one question was asked, and
Maybe.
like he just kept going
Yeah,
on.
yeah. He
Yeah,
just he's
he just
just seemed
kept
happy to
going.
be there, and he was
Yeah,
it was
which was
inspirational to say the least.
it made me drove me to tears.
Yeah.
Anyways, but then there was a bit of a wait. We didn't really know what was going on, and then literally we were just kind of hanging out, just
And
talking.
I wasn't there, and I was walking up. Johnny was like, "You should come over to the stage, meet up with us."
Yeah.
And as I'm walking over, literally as I am,
And
I think their Johnny's over there. People
I'm
just
on the
start.
phone with you.
You're on the phone with me talking.
Eruption.
It's like a bomb went off because
Yeah,
Ewan
yeah,
just
Went
yeah.
off.
walked out randomly.
Ewan just comes
I
out.
know.
Yeah.
I wasn't there. That was another never leave celebration moment.
And he
I-
just
yeah.
walks out, and
There were a couple times
obviously
you went to the
everybody
bathroom.
lost their mind. What?
There's a couple times where Dylan, I feel like, went to the bathroom and was like, "Oh, I missed something."
I missed something.
No, it was just I don't remember why I went back to the hotel. I was like so exhausted throughout
No,
the entire
you
experience
no, you went to the bathroom at one point.
and missed something. I don't know.
Yeah, and I'm
Maybe.
pretty sure that you went to the bathroom during the Ewan thing, where like you
No,
came back.
I was at the hotel.
Were you
when-
really?
during Ewan. Yeah.
I didn't realize you went back to the hotel. Damn.
Because I was like, I don't think anything more is gonna happen. Like I
Wha-
need to go
oh,
back and just.
Goober
Yep,
decision.
it happens.
But that was insane. So he came out again. Everybody was cheering Obi-Wan, which was funny. That was funny. But he was like, it was kind of funny. He was like, this is my first convention, and I loved it, and I want to do more. So he's like, everybody was like, Are you coming to the next celebration? And he's like, yes.
Yeah.
So everybody was freaking out. And then he was like, I got 20 more minutes left here.
Yeah, come
If
say
anybody
hi.
wants signatures or autographs,
As
come
if
on
you could just,
down.
as if you could just like speak
Yeah,
for.
as if you just walk
Yeah,
up
you can
and
just speak to you. And oh wait,
You did.
was that day? Oh, that was that day. Wait, I missed a bunch of things then. Um, so
Yeah, because you left.
right. So that's what I did that day. See, now I'm remembering.
I didn't see you like half that, almost all
So
that
I
day.
went off. So I was hanging out with Corey that day. He invited me because he was getting a signature or autographs from Ewan, and so I went along with him, and so we were in the line, and it was going. He got his stuff signed, and I got to at least say I said hi to Ewan McGregor. He looked up and said hi to me and waved and smiled, and it was a very good moment. It
Magical.
was a magical moment. And then he also went to Rupert Friend that day as well, and so we got to meet him. Um, which was cool.
You got fulfilled
Unfortunately,
one
he
of
had
those.
no one in his line.
dang.
Not
That's
one person was in his line.
yeah.
So we basically walked up, um, and talked to him, and I was like, I said at the end of the conversation, I was like, I hope you're not dead, and he's like, so it's
Oh,
pretty
did you
good
see
tell.
that he was on Jimmy Kimmel
I
or
don't
whatever,
think he's
and he
gonna be.
said the two stomachs thing?
Yeah.
He
Like
did?
yeah, there's like no way that he
Well,
would
Jimmy
just
Kimmel
know that.
mentioned the two stomach thing.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, he was the
Uh,
one. Yeah.
Yeah, because I don't.
I
Yeah,
thought
yeah.
Rupert knew because
We
Rupert was like
we got
Rupert
I
was
okay.
think
like
Rupert did also know.
Oh my
no.
God, we forgot that he. Okay, we forgot about this.
You skipped over Rupert and
Yeah.
Yeah, Rupert and why am I blanking on her name?
Moses Ingram, dude.
Moses Ingram came out on
Really?
stage as well
I don't know.
after Hayden Ewan did on
So
the
did
first
Deborah
day,
Chow, man.
and Deborah Chow.
Yeah.
And we were getting a weird vibe from Rupert. He just like the interview just was
Bizarre.
kind
Yeah.
of bizarre, and
Rupert
it
was a
was
bit
just like,
off.
okay, I guess. But then after talking to Rupert, I like him.
Yeah, you're a
but-
good friend, Rupert.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Good
yeah.
friend
Friend of
Rupert
the show.
No, dude, I'm 90% sure on that Jimmy Kimmel thing. He goes, "Your character was stabbed in the stomach," and he said, "Well, one of them."
Oh, did he? Okay, yeah, maybe
I'm
that's how it
like,
went. Yeah,
bro,
yeah,
ain't no way he just
Yeah,
knew
I
that
don't
about
think
that.
Rupert's
yeah,
like
yeah.
too secretive on if he lives, which I mean,
So
Right.
weird.
No,
it's
I
not a
mean,
big
because people
much
know
of a
he's not
spoiler.
dead. Like, if
No,
you,
yeah, he's not. I'm
yeah,
not uncle, obviously. So
Come
that was
on, obviously.
come on. So that was cool. Yeah, I was very very much fortunate and very lucky, and big shout out to Corey for doing that for me. But so then I think that was basically our day there. That was day
Basically,
3,
our Bray.
and went to a great chicken spot that night.
Dude, Birds. Shout out to Birds in
Uh,
Anaheim,
Shout out
California.
to Anaheim Bird. Anyways, but then day 4 um was our Bad Batch Day. So it was Bad Batch Day. So we went
Bye, Best Day.
to the Bad Batch panel, obviously, which was a lot of fun.
Dope. Man.
It was a great panel, yeah, and it was cool. They did a table read with just D,
And Michelle.
D and Shell, which is cool. And yeah, and D was switching to the Bad Batch just like
yeah, it
normally.
was super
You just
cool.
doing Wrecker,
Yeah, that
Hunter,
man is
Echo.
talented.
He just kept switching like rapidly, which was cool. Anyways, and he was talking. It was a really cool panel. But then they showed a clip from one of the episodes on season 2. They showed obviously what they look like, which is his.
Yep.
Um,
Not like it.
Yeah, I
not
don't love
loving
it either.
it.
I'll be honest.
Not the biggest fan. I like it that Omega got an upgrade, but
Yeah,
besides that, I'm not. I don't. We all. I think all 3 of us here, cannot stand Echo's look.
It's
yeah,
mainly
it's not amazing.
Not good. No bueno. But anyways,
hell.
so they showed the clip and they showed a trailer, which is a different trailer. It's a different version of the trailer that was
Much
released.
better than what was released.
Well,
Yeah,
obviously we're gonna say ours is much better, but it was.
yeah,
It was. Um,
It
it showed a
is,
lot more
yeah.
Commander Cody, which was very cool. Commander
yeah, yeah,
Cody,
yeah.
which was we expected him to be in season 1, and he wasn't. So
And all the
glad to see
leaks said that Cody was in.
him. Right, but
Right.
at the
Yeah,
time,
at the time.
Yeah,
season
yeah,
2
yeah.
was being developed, so it makes
So
sense.
makes sense.
So that's how animation works. Takes a long time. So
Long
Commander
ass time.
Cody. Commander Cody, that was it was a big Commander Cody trailer. Like we
Yeah.
have fully seen him like and everything. So that was cool. And then they showed Gunji, obviously, which everybody's seen.
That's
That
Gunji
was
to you.
Gunji. We've had this
Gunji.
argument. We had this debate with Matt.
And Star Wars
But yes,
Explained.
and Star Wars Explained. Oh, we saw him. I thought I maybe I don't have the. I thought I pulled up the picture and now I can't find it. Anyways, keep going. But it was a great panel. Wonderful time. And the show looks great. Can't wait for the
Yeah.
show.
I'm super excited. Just hearing them talk about all the production, and it seems like they're having a lot of fun
Yeah.
making the show. So
Yeah, it was very
it's gonna
cool.
be hype, and the clip was
Levi?
cool too.
Yeah, I mean, I am. I think I don't want to speak for you guys, but I think out of the three of us, I'm probably the biggest Bad Batch fan. I know Jamie is by far and away the biggest out of the people we know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
far.
But I was really, especially on subsequent rewatches, satisfied with season 1, and I am, after listening to some people talk about the season 2 trailer, I am. It's probably up there with. It might be above. I don't want to. I know it sounds kind of blasphemous, but I think Andor's probably number 1, and then Bad Batch season
Yeah.
2. But Bad Batch season 2 might be my number 2, even over like Ahsoka and Skeleton Crew and
Well,
Acolyte.
Well,
Interesting.
Skeleton Crew, we got nothing at.
But
Oh,
just
yeah,
'cause-
Skeleton Crew is a thing.
Yeah,
But
we said
just
that earlier.
we said that earlier. But just out of stuff that we know and what we've seen, from what I hear about people putting together what they see in the season 2 trailer,
Okay.
and just like getting my thoughts jogging, thinking about Tantus, thinking about the Imperial commandos on Coruscant, seeing the Imperials Omega in front of Palpatine, and
Yeah.
like that stuff. And it's like in
Oh,
the
yeah,
Clone,
Palpatine.
it's in the Clone Wars style, and it gets to my heart. It gets to my heart a little more than like Ahsoka is going to be amazing. I have no doubt about that. But Obi-Wan
agree with
has
you,
me.
I think.
Obi-Wan has me a little hesitant right now on volume projects.
Yeah.
Just because of the way that it looks. However, I do not think, because Ahsoka will be Dave Filoni, and all of Dave's stuff is like movie quality, even in the TV shows.
Right.
But Obi-Wan right now, like Obi-Wan is like only like my third favorite Disney Plus show, and that's not what I wanted to say about Obi-Wan. But Bad Batch.
I might agree with you actually about the trailers. Because Ahsoka, we didn't get a lot. I mean, obviously, it was crazy that we now know that, like, live action Rebels seeing them.
All those shots in Bad Batch are kind of crazy. Like, there's some
They are wild.
crazy stuff going on.
Rex.
Yeah, Rex, Cody, like getting together the clones, Crosshair. You see chips and oh, I don't know. I'm really excited about Bad Batch. I think there's gonna be
I am as well. The trailer got me hyped.
Yeah,
just not a fan of the design.
I'll get used to that though. That's
we'll get used to.
I'll get used to it.
More Black Series.
Yeah.
And so, anyways, that was the biggest thing I think. Besides that, we walked around and did our final shopping.
We met a lot of people on the very end of Sunday. We ran into so many people. We ran into like Steel Wars and the Force Center guys, and I ran into Matt Wood. Like,
here's me. Oh yeah, Levi ran into Matt Wood. I don't have the picture, but yeah, so Steel and the Force Center guys. So that was very cool. And
here's me and Matt Wood.
Yeah, Levi just found Matt Wood
just
on the floor.
an empty floor.
Makes me very jealous.
He was off in the corner.
Cool guy, very cool guy at Matt Wood.
Right.
And then we had a meetup with all our.
Thank you for using that photo and not the one where I'm like a deep.
Yeah, this is the best one.
Everyone keeps posting the other one. I guess you're not on Twitter, but everyone who is there keeps posting the other version of the photo where I look like just a crazy monster.
Yeah, you look awful in it.
Yeah.
But anyway, so this was kind of our Holonet, Convor Call, Age of Grogu, all the nerds kind of
and
meetup.
Right.
And Zach. Meetup, which was really cool. It was great to hang out with all of them. Great people, and it's crazy to think that these were people we met online, and now
my lungs are collapsing.
That's all of us right there. So that's crazy, but that was a lot of fun. That was a great way to end Celebration. It was really cool, a lot of fun. Anything to say about that?
Much like actual celebration, this podcast
Much like
lost
actual
steam
celebration, which was a lot of fun.
as it went on.
Yeah, we should have made it a two-parter. but
Probably.
I
Probably.
am exhausted.
Yeah, for me, it's the
hour
COVID.
40.
About the second
Yeah,
half, it's the
yeah.
COVID in my lungs.
I'm just thinking about all the homework I gotta get done. But celebration was a
It was
blast,
amazing. I mean, it
and
was
I
amazing.
do want to go again, but it's gonna be in London, so I'm not gonna be going.
I
to
don't
that
think
one.
Not
I don't
going
think
next
we're
year.
going. I don't
I'm
think
not
we're
even
going.
I'm not even not thinking about it. I'm not going to that
No.
unless some miracle happens.
I am not thinking about it. That's faux show not happening.
But next time it's on the same landmass as me.
Especially if
Yeah.
we're doing
Yeah.
potentially another summer meetup with everyone, I am not going. If I have to pay for another plane ticket,
Oh yeah.
Right. No,
God.
that would be awful.
I forgot about that.
But yeah, I had a
Looks
great
like it might be
time.
the fall now, but
It was so much fun to meet everyone and just all the.
it was wonderful. Yeah,
all
it
the
was a great way to end
panels,
the night.
Everything was super. I get the hype, and I think if you can, you should try to go.
and believe that things will just happen. Good things will just happen.
Yep.
Yeah, we were very lucky to go. It was very expensive though, but it was.
Yeah.
We do not regret it. It was a great time.
Well worth it.
Again, met everybody we've ever collaborated with and whatnot. So it was really
And more. So it was
really cool in that way, and we got to see a lot of stuff. Levi and I bought a lot of stuff.
No one recognized us outside of people we know, other content creators.
Yeah,
well,
I'm fine with that.
Which other content creators recognized us, which is cool, but we had no.
That was
no
cool.
fans.
Yeah, well, it's okay though.
Would've been funny. Would've been fun.
Okay. Well, Levi wants attention. Everybody. So,
No, that's
anyways,
not.
but yeah, no, it's a celebration. 10 out of 10 experience.
No, I was trying to, if I may,
what?
before you end, I was trying to
can-
make a final
can
point about how,
Okay.
for most people, honestly, like Charlotte Miss Prime, for example, was just walking around. Like
Yeah.
no one was really
Yeah.
stopping him, and that's the vibe. At one point, Daniel Logan was just like I was walking with him, sort of, and I don't know if no one was stopping him. 'cause
Saw a
no one-
lot of TikTokers.
Like,
Not a big TikToker fan, but I've
my point
seen a
is
lot
that
of them.
the vibe
Walking
of the
around.
floor is people, whether they're big or small, or you're just a fan who's there, are just you're
They're
just
just
mixing
people
and
are-
mingling,
yeah,
and
mixing
people are
and
hanging
mingling.
out.
Yep.
Honestly, the people at the top are the vendors, and those are the big bosses. Like the
bosses.
Foosh review.
The Foosh
kind of
was
a-
there.
kind
Oh
of a
wait,
short-
yeah.
Kind of
I
a short king, but I was like talking to him like every.
I talked to him too.
I should have taken a photo with him, but I didn't because
I didn't either.
he was like working.
He's
'cause he's
working.
like
Yeah,
he's
he
like
was
an
working.
exhibitor. I didn't realize he
Yeah.
was like he worked with Dorkside, and so he was like
Yeah, he's
there.
like, oh yeah, I'm doing this. I was like, oh, I didn't know that. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Because this guy was like, how much? And I'm like,
yeah, like, huh? Yeah, I was
Like,
just
what?
did the exact. I did the
That was
exact same
cool. I
thing.
didn't know- I
I
didn't
went,
know-
hey,
I
whoosh,
should
and he
have told
turned
you
and he.
about him because I definitely saw him before you did. But
Yeah, I didn't see him until like
Um,
Saturday, but it was funny.
I
Like
saw him
people
day
are just
one.
there, and it doesn't matter, and it's just it's a super cool vibe.
Beautiful time.
Most everyone is sane and cool and like
Yeah.
Star Wars.
Except for if you didn't wear a mask. If you didn't wear a mask and you were coughing around me, I hate you. I literally don't like you. I don't think you're a good person. That's
Think
what I'm
you don't.
saying.
As I said,
People made me
most
very
people were
mad.
sane and were nice about their Star Wars opinions and
Yes,
opinions
I
in
agree.
general. There were some crazy people though. There were some
some
crazy
crazy
people
Yeah, there's crazy
Yeah,
people
yeah.
in life,
that we interacted
That's
with.
true.
That's a story for another time.
That story for well, yeah. But anyways, the best part for me, this is gonna sound sappy, but was hanging out with the All in the Nerds crew, all in person.
Oh, I think that's a
It was
lie.
very fun. It was very fun. And all the things we got,
We
all the
to hang
things
with
we got to
Brad.
do.
It was awesome.
Yeah, it was the coolest part was meeting everybody. So it was wonderful
Good
time.
stuff.
And he ruined the bed, and that was that.
Yep.
Thank you.
And Johnny ruined the bed. And go watch the vlogs. They're good.
Everyone,
Johnny's
everyone leave in the
carrying right
comments
now.
that
You can get some
Johnny
context.
ruined the bed, please.
You'll have some context
Yeah.
to some of the stuff we're talking about. But
Thanks, guys.
I think that's gonna
But
be
yeah,
it.
everybody. So this was our celebration kind of recap, I guess. Hopefully it was good. I don't know.
I think we should do a different video, really breaking down the stuff that we saw because we didn't really do that much.
No.
You're literally
we
shaking your head.
we just spent an hour,
think,
5 minutes talking about every 4 days. I don't really want to.
No,
we
no,
shouldn't have done.
Oh, you mean
I
like
mean,
the trailers?
the trailer, the footage.
Yeah.
Like doing like a actual like let's talk about Star Wars the
Yeah, we
shows.
can do it-
stuff.
let's do it on the live.
Or on live. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Cool
Okay.
stuff.
All right, cut it off. End
Alright.
this. This went too
All
long.
right, thank you, everybody. This is another episode of All in the Nerds podcast. And
We're almost 60 years old.
And yeah, we will see you guys next week with another podcast that will happen.
Yes.
It might not. Don't.
No, well,
don't.
it will.
It should happen.
It should happen. All right.
See you.
Bye, everybody.